Well, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm so excited to share some pretty awesome information with you. Some of you know who I am, but those of you that are meeting me for the first time, my name is Nada St. Germain, and I was introduced to Neolife over 32 years ago. I was tired, I was stressed. I had hormonal issues. I was working as a police officer in Toronto and just really struggling with fatigue issues and allergies. Did not believe in taking supplements. I was in my 20s and it just wasn't something that I felt comfortable doing. But my mom was really struggling with her health and she was taking stuff that did not work. So that was another reason why I didn't have a lot of faith in the area of supplementation. But a neighbor and a dear friend shared her story with me and it drew me to the company. And I thought maybe this is something that's different. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, let's just try this together and see what it will do for our health. And we did. And I was so happy to say yes, because in a very short time, I was feeling better. I had more energy. I had guys at work that would come up to me and go, What are you doing different? What are you on, St. Germain? They'd say to me. And I really didn't know how to explain it to them. I just knew that I was feeling good and I was taking these protein drinks and these amazing products. And I got really excited about sharing my story. But it was the Neolife difference that really drew me. And I really wanted to be able to explain this to my family and my friends. And again, my mom now is in her 70s and her health is incredible 32 years later. So I'm really hoping to help you understand just the difference and what makes Neolife different compared to some of the other companies that are out there, especially when you're looking at product quality and science. And when you look at who we are as a company, we are a worldwide nutrition company operating in over 50 countries around the world, been in business since 1958. So when I looked at this as a potential business opportunity, I thought, here's this company that's been around for so long. Most companies don't stick around this long if they're not a well or a reputable company. So this kind of intrigued me a little bit. So it's really trusted by millions of satisfied customers and business partners. And the mission and their goal is to end the trend of poor wellness and also financial struggle. There's so many people out there today that are struggling, especially with what's going on with job losses, with inflation and food costs going up. So we really have a solution to help people in both areas, whether it be improving their health and also giving them a little cash to give them a little more security for their future. So the Neolife mission, they really give everyone the power to live healthier and happier lives. For me, I was struggling. I didn't know that I could feel this good in my 50s. I was struggling with my health when I was in my 20s. So the thing with the products and the science and the integrity of the company, absolute integrity, that is one of their key values. And people are number one. Products that work. If the products did not make a difference in my life and my family and my friends as I continue to share, there's no way that I would have continued to use the products for 32 years. Equal opportunity for all. Now, when I was first looking at this, I didn't have a nutrition degree or a nutrition background. I didn't have a business degree or a business background. I didn't know if I could run a business, but it was something that I can do because it was easy to share. And anybody can do this business. So really an incredible opportunity for anybody looking at this. And for me, the long range vision was something that was really important as well. Now, I don't know how many of you are happy with your current jobs or your current careers, or maybe you're in a position where, it might not be stable. Well, I was at a position in my life where I knew I didn't want to be a police officer for the rest of my life. I wanted something different. I wanted something more, time freedom, flexibility. So the long range vision was really important because if I was going to leave my police career and all that security, I had to make sure that this was a company that was going to be there for a long, long time. And this is the company that you can pass down from generation to generation. So this is what I wanted to help you understand just a little bit about the mission and our values as a company and really what makes us unique. First of all, we're family owned and we really treat you like family. And that is what I think kept me into the company, because as I started to build my team, we like to call it our Neolife family. We have fun together, we share together, we travel together, and you really start to develop this incredible family. And the that family unit was really important, especially over the last 3 years. Just having the like-minded people to support and just be a part of this amazing positive community, that was something that I really needed, especially when I was working on the police force. Being around positive people was something that was really important to me. And then proven quality products without compromise. When you see the quality of these incredible products, Neolife stays within the human food chain. They do not go to natural sources or ingredients that aren't part of the human food chain. I will never have to apologize to any of my customers for giving them a product that is unsafe, unstudied, and especially not safe for kids. So that was really important for me because my kids grew up on the products. I was pregnant when I was taking the products, and I feel totally grateful that they're safe to recommend to everybody. And, when you're looking at the community and the growth, the potential we have is absolutely incredible. And we're in over 50 countries worldwide. But let's talk about the drivers behind our excellent products. And this is where I'd like to have our holistic nutritionist, Mary Ellen, come on board, because Mary Ellen, you've been around and you see what's out there, and the science and our scientific advisory board is something that I know is very important for you, especially being a holistic nutritionist.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nada. That's so true. When I took my holistic nutrition course, there is so many products out there, and they all claim they're the best, but a lot of them don't have the difference that Neolife has. And Neolife was the first company to actually have a scientific advisory board, and it was founded by Dr. Arthur First. He's one of the top toxicologists in the world. He wrote the Clean Water Act. He was the co-founder of oral chemotherapy. But it was interesting because when he was doing his research on cancer, he found nutrients in food prevent disease. And not just cancer, but all diseases. And that's why he joined up with Neolife in the 1970s, because he knew that food is our medicine, right? There's so many intrinsic factors. And that was a big difference between a lot of the other products. There was natural products out there, but there wasn't food products out there made from whole foods. And he actually set up this prestigious scientific advisory board of world-renowned scientists and researchers. And they're involved in the research and development of the product. They're just not good-looking doctors who endorse the products. And you see these scientists, like if you look at like Dr. Liz Applegate, she's head of nutrition at UC Davis. So her name is on the line, and she would not have affiliated herself with a company that didn't have good, solid research and proven science behind the products.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at the actual products, right, we have 3 different classes of products. We have our food concentrates, which are so important for filling the gaps in our diet. Then we have an amazing thalassotherapy organic skincare, because of course our skin is our largest organ in the body and we have to protect it. And then we want to get toxins out of our environment. And that's how we do it with the Neolife's earth-friendly cleaners. And they were actually one of the first companies to go green, before green was kind of the cool thing to do. And when you look at like why these products work, is they're created by doctors and scientists. They're not, like I mentioned, just doctors or naturopaths who put together a product. And everything is based on whole food, on cellular nutrition, because that's where that's where health starts, at the cells, right? If we don't get our cells healthy. And as I mentioned, a lot of other products are natural things from the ground, but they're not from food. And it's food that actually our body recognizes. And every ingredient is non-GMO, and they can trace it right to the seed stock. And they test every single ingredient to make sure that it's all pure. And what I feel is one of the most important things, everything has clinically proven human studies to prove that the product works. So it's not just they're saying, oh, raspberries are good for you. They actually test our products to see how they work in the body, that they're absorbed, that they boost the immunity, they do what they're supposed to do. And another unique thing is they have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. So what that means is they have to list everything in our product, and it's tested to make sure that it is listed, where a lot of companies lack that. They miss ingredients, so you don't know what's in there. And that's why you hear a lot of negative flack about supplements, because of that gap in definitely that's there.
Mm-hmm. And I know having that pharmaceutical license, that's not a mandatory thing for the company, right, Mary Ellen? It's something that the company chooses to do, and they pay extra to have this set in place. And this is why Neolife has never been in trouble in 65 years. And
Exactly.
that's where the integrity comes in. And that for me was really important. And that's why, for as a consumer, and also to share the products, this is really, really important. So anyways, they really value, and I value that. I know you do as well. And, when you're looking at supplementation, and I know, Marilyn, we've had this conversation, and, there's so much with our food, and that's the biggest challenge right now. And this was a recent study that came out of Lancet, that came in over 190 countries, where they found that it's what we aren't eating is actually killing us. And this is a global study. So what is it that we're not getting enough of? Well, when you look at our grains today, our grains are no longer whole. They used to grind the wheat, make the flour, make the bread, right? And the breads only had a day shelf life. Right now, how long do our breads and our pastas and our cereals last? Well, breads last weeks, cereals last years, and pasta lasts forever. And it's because they've removed these precious oils, these good fats, these essential lipids, to make our flours have a longer shelf life. And we're now third generation not having these essential, right? Essential means we need them. This is one of the reasons why I was so tired all the time. And when I saw this story about these oils from grain, I just thought, wow, people need to know this. Why don't people know this? Why don't they tell us this is happening? Well, this is the number one thing that drew me. And Tran Grain Concentrate was one of the products that was launched from Neolife, or that started the company back in 1958. So, Marilyn, do you want to share a little bit more about this amazing product, Tran? Because this is what I started taking, like I said, 32 years ago. I felt the difference within a month. The difference was incredible.
I know when I actually saw the research behind TreeNN, the fact that you actually absorb 50% more out of your food, which is just absolutely incredible. But it's interesting. We didn't, as you mentioned, we didn't understand that these oils missing from the grains is why people are so tired, hormonal imbalances. I've had so many customers who said, I wake up tired, I go to bed tired, and they're young and they can't figure it out. And they get on TreeNN and they say, you know what? It's about 3-4 weeks on the products, they say it's just like a switch goes off. Like they can't believe how much more energy they have and how much better they feel. And it definitely fills that gap of what we're not getting in our diet. And this is the problem. So many people can't even eat grains now because the fact of the way that they're processed, where this is gluten free, so you can get the benefit of the grain without the gluten. It's so important.
Absolutely. Getting your cells healthy, and that's where disease starts, right? Is at the level of the cell. So getting our cells nourished properly. And we're looking at inflammation. Inflammation was something that was huge for me and my mom. I mean, this is why she was struggling with aches and pains, and I was really struggling with joint pain. And we're not eating enough fish, and our fish today is well, it's a challenge to eat clean fish. And this product called Salmon Oil Plus was proven to reduce inflammation 68% in just 8 weeks. It lowered the inflammatory index. This is powerful. And I know, Marilyn, with your migraines, this is what really helped you with your headaches and people that are struggling with aches and pains. I know you've helped people even with eczema. I mean, again, inflammation is one of the root causes of many diseases. So our salmon oil. And why our salmon oil compared to some of the fish oils that are out there, Marilyn? I know there's a lot of omega-3 products out there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, most of them are maybe tested for 5 contaminants, where Neolife products are tested for over 200 with an allowability of 0. So there is absolutely no toxins in the product as well. And even the way they extract the oils is so different. A lot of companies will use chemicals, and you can actually tell that if you put it on a styrofoam plate, it'll burn a hole right through the plate. But you think if you put a piece of fish on a plate, it's not going to burn a hole through it, right? And also the main difference is it is complete. It has all 8 parts. When you eat a piece of fish, you don't just get EPA and DHA, you get all 8 parts of the fish, which is so important because they all work together. And that's how food works. And I know not only did I get results with my migraines, but the girl who worked with me in the law firm had migraines as well. And, some, a bit of arthritis. And she did so well. And it was funny. She went on holiday one time and she said, I forgot my salmon oil. But I thought, no big deal. I'll just go and buy the best salmon oil I can in the health food store. She said she took a couple of them, made her so sick that she threw it out. And to this day, she buys salmon oil for 29 years every single month. So she absolutely loves it and it works for her. And she looks amazing when you see her too. Yeah.
Yeah, and safe for mom and pregnant moms, and it was published in a journal in the UK where they deemed it as one of the safe products for pregnant moms. So that's really important as well. So definitely an amazing product. And then there's carotenoids. Carotenoids are what make your fruits and vegetables the dark colors, and we should be eating like 13 servings a day of dark colored fruits and vegetables. That we're not. And this product was proven to boost your immune system 37% in 20 days. And it's made from carrots and tomatoes and peppers and spinach and apricots and peaches. So again, all made from food to help to fill those gaps because we're not eating enough of those dark colored fruits and vegetables. And this was proven again to boost your immune system 37% in 20 days. This what really helped me with my allergies and just my immune system overall. So just an incredible product. Then when you add the protein shake to those products, we call that a breakfast solution. Oh my gosh, I have not gone a day in 32 years without a Neolife shake. Tastes great. My kids grew up on it. It does help with weight loss and reducing body fat, and reduces or lowers your body mass index, which is wonderful and great for your heart, and helps with that cholesterol balance. And but you know what? I just find breakfast is such a challenge for most people today. It's hard to start your morning with a good quality breakfast. And this protein shake is just a fabulous way to start your morning. And there's a lot of protein products on the market that don't taste good. These taste fantastic, just with water, and they taste great. Or you can make it fancy in a blender if you want, add your frozen fruit. But it's just a wonderful way to start your day. And it was clinically proven to get results, which is important. And Mary Ellen, this is one of your customers, Gabriella.
Yeah, Gabby did so amazing on the products. She actually lost 30 pounds using our breakfast solution. And she was really motivated to do that because her husband had just passed away from complications of diabetes. He was only 40 and she was 30, and she had 3 small young children. So, she knew that she had to, take charge of her health, and she did. And, she did such a great job, and she got her life back on track. And when you see her today, 5 years later, the amazing things is this isn't just a diet, this is a lifestyle change. And she looks just absolutely amazing and feeling good. And, really, because, she didn't feel good about how she looked. And now she's so proud of how she looks, and she feels absolutely wonderful. So.
Absolutely. And then we have Steve, who lost 50 pounds, 10% of body fat. And we have Chris, like, the inch loss is what's incredible. Not necessarily just the weight, but the weight loss we've had is incredible. And even Greg, he was a diabetic too, I think, Mary Ellen, and his results just incredible. And they feel great. When we spoke to them at convention, it's how they feel. It's really, they say that's like giving their life back. And this is John and Jen, husband and wife team, that did it together as a couple, and the results were just incredible. We actually made fun of them a little bit because usually the men use more weight than the women, but ended up being Jen lost more weight than her hubby. We had a bit of fun with this one, but they feel absolutely fantastic, and their story is incredible. You can see it online as well. And then we have a fitness component. So we have Shelly on with us tonight. It's not just about losing weight. Some people need to, well, most people need to improve their fitness level. If you're inactive, how do you get active, right? What will motivate you to get active? And I know, Shelly, your journey was absolutely incredible. If you want to share a little bit about your story, that would be fantastic.
Sure. Thanks, Nada. Yeah, I was introduced to the products because I had joint pain, and I had tried many things. I had my knee scoped in my 20s. That worked for a while. In my 40s, the pain was coming back. Very active with cycling and kayaking and running and curling, all kinds of sports. But all of a sudden my knees were acting up again. I didn't want to have the surgery again. I wanted to be able to ski with my son so I was worried about that. Was introduced to the products. Within a month, the pain was gone. Within a year, I no longer wear the neoprene braces that I had worn for many, many years and haven't for the last 13 years since I've been using the products. So yeah, really, really helped me get going. And then February of 2021, broke my leg. I have a rod and 4 screws, and the rehab, because I had been using the products, but also the products that I was using during my healing, and good food and sleep and good nutrition, they really helped me move along quickly. My bones healed in 7 weeks, got back into my rehab, got back onto my bike. And yeah, this is me doing a 4-day cycling trip around Manitoulin Island. So very, very grateful to know about these products and to have them in my life so that I can continue to be active. And because I'm working out in the gym and 4 or 5 times a week and still, kayaking and cycling. So yeah, really grateful for them.
Yeah, awesome. I've watched you in that journey. And, when you're looking at filling those nutritional gaps, and this was something that I think really made a huge impact, because that study that came out of Lancet, right, just not getting enough of those grains and fruits, nuts, seeds, omega-3 and low vegetables. And well, where do you get all these? How do you get these to fill that nutritional gap? Well, I know this was one of the foundation products, and this is what we highly recommend to fill the gaps in your diet. Is the Neolife solution is the Pro Vitality. It has those grain oils and those fruits and vegetables, the carotenoids, your omega-3 and the multivitamins. So we really call this like a Cadillac of multis. So we even have a version for kids. So you've got your VitaSquares and your VitaGuard, which is your chewable version or your liquid for when they're babies, that contain those grain oils, that contain the vitamins and minerals. And then when you add the omega-3 and the protein shake, just hands down one of the best things you can do for your kids' healthy brain. It just helps for them to grow and develop properly. So again, filling the nutritional gaps in, especially for our children, is very, very important. And they made a huge impact in my kids' life. They're 23 and 25, and they've never had to go on antibiotics. So their immune system is incredible. I'm not saying they never got sick, but man, let me tell you, they bounce back way faster than any other kids around them. So just incredible when you give your kids the proper nutrition. So it really is about you. When you're looking at your life, is it wellness? Are you wanting to improve your energy, your fitness, your weight, inflammation? Is there something that you're struggling with? Well, Neolife has a solution for you. If you're struggling with your finances, if you're wondering how you're going to pay the next bill, if you're wondering what's going to happen into your retirement, take a look at this incredible opportunity. Or were you like me, where I just wanted more time for me? I wanted time freedom. I wanted to be at the gym every day. I didn't want to be working 10-hour days and quarter my days off. I wanted to start a family. Time freedom was something that was really important for me. So where are you? Are you in a stage in your life where you need to improve one of these areas in your life? Well, I have to say that the most dangerous risk of all, the risk of spending your life not doing what you want, on the bet that you can buy yourself the freedom to do it later. Well, I'm going to have Joan Poon come on now and share her incredible story, because she has made an impact in people's lives and also into her retirement. So Joan, welcome.
Thank you, Nada. When I was introduced to Neolife 27 years ago, I was working as a registered nurse downtown Toronto at a very stressful job. So my main concern at that time was my health. I just finished treatments for breast cancer, and I was looking for something to boost my immune system and get back my energy level. And after being introduced to the Neolife products and getting great results in my energy level and a stronger immune system, I started sharing my story with everyone. And I started generating monthly income, which grew as the more I shared my story. So I got excited about the possibility of taking early retirement and getting rid of the work stress that was really detrimental to my health. And 12 years ago, I must say, I was able to do just that. I take early retirement because my Neolife income was able to supplement my retirement pension. Neolife has given me a purpose and a community in my retirement. And I'm so grateful that we can pass on our business to our children and our grandchildren. And what a great legacy to leave behind. And I'm so grateful to call myself a 30-year breast cancer thriver. So if you're looking for an opportunity for good health, or just have an income opportunity to have a plan B to just alleviate some financial stress, Neolife can definitely help you reach those goals. Thank you for asking me to share, Nada.
Thank you so much, Joan. And Shelley, I know your journey started with health, but it's gone into an incredible future if you'd like to share with us.
Yes, it certainly has. I was teaching, and when I first learned about the products, and now that I've retired, it's just been a very simple transition and shift over to talking even more about Neolife, because it's given me a purpose. When I retired, it was like, now what do I do? And I'm just continuing educating and helping others. So that's been one area. Also, we had moved, and a lot of my colleagues were in different cities. So having this Neolife community has been absolutely huge for me as well. And the tax write-offs have been huge. So I've really, yeah, it's meant a lot to me to be able to still serve people and help, and the extra income. I mean, I mentioned before about doing ski trips with my son, so it paid for them while I was working, and it's continuing now because he lives out west and with his wife, and now we can still use that money to see them. So and I also support different causes that are near and dear to my heart. So you know, the extra money has been amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shelley, for sharing. I know that community was important for you as well. And yeah, awesome. It's been great to build this amazing friendship together over the years. So, you know, when you're looking at Neolife, some of the solutions that we do provide, you know, yes, you will feel better, you'll look better, you know, you'll increase your immunity, more energy, you know, have healthy weight loss. And then the cleaning products, right? They just get rid of all the toxic cleaners in your home. You'll have a better environment in that area as well. And if you're looking at anti-aging skin, absolutely wonderful skincare, and even better sleep. And when you start to balance your hormones and give your body the proper nutrition, do you know how many people are looking just to have a better sleep so they wake up feeling like they've rested? And that was something that was really important for myself, especially when I was working shift work. And then how about the living better? For me, it's having that extra time. So you can earn in your spare time, part-time, or you can build a full-time income. You decide when you work, how you work, who you want to work with. You know, if your goal is to be, you know, debt-free, to have that time freedom, financial freedom, or be around that like-minded community that Shelley and I talked about. And I have to say that that personal development comes along with this business, because I could not do presentations 32 years ago. It was something that developed as I built my business, and the support you have from the person that invited you and the team that we've developed. We work together as a team to support you every step of the way. So you're not alone in this journey, which was really important for me as well. So again, why Neolife? Low cost, low risk, rewarding upside, residual income, ultimate flexibility, and a full support system. You can become a retail customer and pay full price. You can become a member, which is free to join to get a discount. You can become a promoter, part-time hobby, build a small business, make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Or you can build something like I did for a career and become partners and build something huge where you can have a really good income that can give you an incredible future. So we will help you, you know, at any stage, whatever you decide, we're here to help you and support you every step of the way. And these are the different packs that we recommend if you're going to look at using the products, especially for the energy or losing a few pounds. The Vitality Pack is a great place to start. The breakfast solution is when you add the protein shake, and when you add an extra shake a day, we call that a shape up solution or a weight loss solution. And this is where you can really ramp up your weight loss and shed a few pounds as well. So these are the different packs that we have to offer. You know, you choose where you feel you need to get started, and we will guide you and help and support you every step of the way. So again, you can enjoy the products at a discount and get a wholesale, get a savings. You can earn a little bit of money if you're just wanting to learn a little bit more. So for example, this Thursday, we're doing a dive in on our Proven 33 weight loss that we're launching in the new year with the detox. So we are going to be going into a weight loss explanation or detox explanation on Thursday. We can learn a little bit more about how our weight loss system works. So if you'd like to join us on Thursday, we're here on Thursday evening. And again, every Thursday we do a specific talk on a different health topic where you can learn more about how these incredible products can have an impact in your life. So I do want to thank you for joining us tonight. I will be stopping the recording and opening up to any questions that you may have for the guests that have joined us this evening. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen in. We'll talk to you guys soon.